This is Hannibal here from the HannibalTV.com, and I just finished doing a live watch along with about 1,000 people as of right now that we're watching live. So I appreciate you guys helping me get through it. The 3 hour show, which I actually thought was going to go by faster, and I would give the show legitimately a 2.5 out of 10. The crowd started off decent and did not seem very lively compared to the Montreal crowds of of the past weekend. Cody Rhodes did not get as big of a reaction he has been. Edge and Sami Zayn, I would say, got the biggest reactions, with Cody Rhodes third. But Edge didn't even get that great a reaction, and the show honestly was very lackluster. So maybe the crowd was just burnt out by the lack of entertainment. For the matches, I would say the best. There was a lot more talking than there was matches. I would say that the best match was Bronson Reed defeating Chad Gable with Otis. It was only 3 minutes long, but it was the best match. The second best match, and to show you I'm not biased, was Sami Zayn against Baron Corbin, who's been on a losing streak lately, and of course, it was predictable that would happen. Before we got to see that match, though, there was a long in-ring promo with Sami Zayn. There was a long in-ring promo with Cody Rhodes at one point, and there was a brutally long girls promo that I'll get into more. But let me give the full results. Sami Zayn defeated Baron Corbin 901. Rhea Ripley and Dominic Mysterio did an interview. What stood out to me from that was Dominic Mysterio is terrible on the mic. But again, lots of talking. Mustafa Ali defeated Dolph Ziggler in 2 minutes and 18 seconds. So in the first hour, you only had a little over 10 minutes of wrestling. I did not like this Mustafa Ali match. Cody Rhodes, Paul Heyman segment, the drugged on. Paul Heyman was only on video. He wasn't there in the arena. But yeah, Cody Rhodes did not get crazy reaction or anything. Asuka defeated Nikki Cross at 9:28. That was a really boring match. And I'm a women's wrestling fan. I did not like that match. At least with the Mustafa, I'll even put the Mustafa Ali one ahead of the Asuka one, because at least Mustafa Ali was short. MVP, it looks like it's going to be Brock Lesnar versus Omos, not Brock Lesnar versus Austin. That's quite a. Remember, it was going to be Roman Reigns against The Rock, Logan Paul against John Cena, and Brock Lesnar against Austin. Now it's Lesnar against Omos, Reigns against Cody Rhodes, and Cena against Austin Theory, which... Anyway, Seth Rollins defeated The Miz at 11:07. It looks like Seth Rollins is a baby face now in a weird way. I don't get the gimmick. He's a good athlete, but I don't find him entertaining. His punches are very weak. All I can think about is the fan beating him up every time I see him. And he's just not my style of character. I'd rather watch Al Perez. Oh yeah, this segment with Bayley was called Ding Dong Hello, and this dragged on. This was horrible, and it involved Becky Lynch. Lita was the highlight of it. Lita showing up, but none of them did anything. It just dragged on, and it was really bad. Then the Bronson Reed match that was 3:15 again, short and sweet. Lashley beat Elias very quickly too. And then Austin. This I didn't get. They had Austin Theory defeat Edge, and it wasn't a good. I'm an Edge fan, but I would put it behind the Sami Zayn match. I would put the Edge match as the third, and it wasn't good. I'm sorry, I didn't like it, and I didn't like the end of the Canadian guy after Sami Zayn doesn't win the title, and you could see the crowd. It was a long, boring show in Ottawa, and like the crowd was not hot. They were overall not hot. They started off way hotter than they finished, but then it's like you've got Finn Balor, who's like hardly over at all, and this Austin Theory guy getting shoved down our throats, beating up Edge to end the show. So it's like Sami Zayn doesn't win the title, and then you finish off your Canadian tour of tapings with Edge getting beat up by two almost nobodies. So it's just like they had a decent crowd for Ottawa. As I pointed out, there was a good amount of the top section curtained off. But they haven't been to Ottawa. This is only the second time since like 2019, and the first time doing a TV taping since 2016. We don't know what Lashley's going to do at WrestleMania. I agree. Becky's voice is awesome, or is awful. Sorry, I agree. And no Trish Strat. Okay, so there was no Logan Paul, no Brock Lesnar, no Trish Stratus, no John Cena, no Roman Reigns. So I think that if they had to put on a good show, they could have potentially drawn another good crowd in Ottawa again, but I don't see it happening. I was disappointed. I came into this, actually got the WWE Network. Okay, I wanted to see it, and I was expecting to like not feel like I was being tortured. But as I said, there was some good things, but too much talking, not enough wrestling, and I feel like they really slapped Canadians in the face. Yeah, Sami Zayn ended up winning a match, but it was against a guy that's been jobbing for months and just did an angle where JBL fired him as a client because he was embarrassed of him. And yeah, Cody Rhodes is being shoved down people's throats. They only did 3 shows in Canada this week, 2 in Montreal, 1 in Ottawa. Didn't do any house shows. And I suspect the bigger crowd in Ottawa was also because it's close to Montreal, and a lot of fans from Montreal probably came to Ottawa, and also people that flew in for the weekend because there was the Undertaker thing last Thursday, the 2 Montreal pay-per-views, or the SmackDown, the pay-per-view, then the Ottawa. I mean, for fans that are going to fly in, they probably fly in to see it all. But as I said, I went into this with an open mind. And one thing I did learn from this, other than one of the fans saying "bad guy Cody Rhodes," should be known as the bad guy. Somebody said, which I found was funny while I was sitting through this 3 hours. But I think one of the reasons why Sami Zayn is over is not necessarily because he's so good, but the show is such crap that a guy that might be an opening match guy in a different era, or even not even make it in a different era, just is so much better compared to the absolute crap of the rest of the shit that's on the card. That could be a good reason why. But after watching this, I don't see Triple H as a genius booker. I love wrestling. I absolutely love wrestling. I'm a wrestling fan. But this was not wrestling. This was standing in the ring talking. standing in the ring talking, boring me. It's not the Warrior against Hulk Hogan. It's not Piper's Pit. It's not the Brother Love show. It's not the what I fell in love with. But I'm not throwing in the towel on it. I'm just saying it was disappointing. And I won't be doing this every Monday. It was a special occasion, but I will do it for WrestleMania.
Thank you for watching the Hannibal TV. Please like this video if you enjoyed it and click the subscribe button to not miss any of our latest shoot interviews